On this week's weekly video fishing forecast, we have the final striped bass regs for the season, more freshwater reports from our correspondents, and Fred Golofaro has a saltwater update including herring and cod and how to get your beach permit online now that the offices are closed. And we have our first installment of This Is My Beach Rig, all here at thefisherman.com. The fishing news is brought to you by a band of anglers, Yozori, Humminbirdman Coda, Lamaglass, and Navionics. With everyone taking precautions over the spread of the coronavirus and all the remaining fishing shows being canceled or postponed, one place that remains open is the outdoors and fishing. With more on the fishing scene, we have senior editor Fred Golofaro.
Hey Tim, yeah, and with the coronavirus on everybody's minds these days, let's keep in mind too that we can still fish. And although there aren't a lot of opportunities this time of the year, a lot of the lakes and ponds on the island are being stocked as we speak and over the course of the next 2 weeks. A great way to take the kids out. Kids are home from school. A lot of people are out of work or working from home. So it's a good opportunity to get out, get some fresh air, and get a little mental break from all this virus business. On the saltwater side, there's still herring down Sheepshead Bay Way, Coney Island Pier, Canarsie Pier. I spoke to the folks at Bernie's, and they said it's holding up very well. Still catching plenty down there, and doesn't mean they aren't in some of the other usual herring spots too. It was a tough winter pretty much in all the other areas, but this time of the year, that fishing can pick up again. So take a ride to the Jones Beach Piers, the Moses Piers, Magnolia Pier. Check it out. Just get outside, get some fresh air. The weather's been great. As far as party boats and tackle shops go, getting a lot of questions on, if boats sailing or tackle shops open. Every shop I've been able to get in touch with, some shops still aren't open. They won't open for the season until we get into April. But it's pretty much business as usual from what I can tell and from talking to these guys. And they are carrying bait, if you need worms to do some freshwater fishing. Don't forget, April 1st, Flounder season opens, and also blackfish season, so there'll be more opportunities to do something. Go down to the Shinnecock Canal, spend a few hours down there. You may get herring, you may catch a flounder, although the flounder fishing hasn't been much the past few years. But again, at least you're outside, not cooped up in the house, and getting some fresh air and salt air, even better. As far as the boats go, the Viking fleet, they have canceled all their sailings through the end of March, but they do have a 38-hour tile trip scheduled for April 8th, and you can get information on that trip at vikingfleet.com or call them at 631-668-5700. The Laura Lee, they've been in the shipyard. They have a trip scheduled for March 28th. That's tentatively. You can check on that. That's a 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. cod trip. You can get in touch with them for updates on their sailing schedule. The Superhawk did sail on the weekend, the Superhawk out of Point Lookout. Captain Steve said they did have a mixed catch of cod, pollock, and ling. A couple of nice cod, in fact, like 27 and 28 pounders. And they are planning on sailing Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And over on the Starstream, the Captain Lou fleet, they do have canyon tilefish trips scheduled for April, and the first one is on April 4th. That's a 12 a.m. departure. Again, most boats are not going to be sailing. Some boats, I guess, will sail when Flounder season opens and blackfish on April 1st. But again, a lot of boats won't be sailing until later in the year, some holding off actually until May. But there'll be places to go. They are catching a few bass in Little Neck Bay. I said a few, don't get crazy. We had that little flurry along the South Shore beaches at Fire Island. It's been quiet since then from the guys I've spoken to. But again, that can happen. The more we get into April, the better the opportunities will be. Even if you're not fishing, take a walk through Connecticut River State Park Preserve if you've never been in there before. Go scout around. If you're a surf fisherman, check out areas you haven't fished before. There's things to do. Again, you don't want to be cooped up in the house. It could be weeks, or maybe even more than that before things start getting a little bit back to normal. We do have some information on the four-wheel drive and sport fishing permits. At this point, they have not done anything to extend the deadline, which is the end of this month, the end of March. But you can get your permits online if you go to 2020 dashboard permit, and then in parentheses PDF. Google that. That'll take you to the site. And you can also pick up permit applications at any of the offices where you normally get your permit. For example, Robert Moses, Jones Beach, Belmont Lake State Park, Sunken Meadow, Montauk. The offices are closed, but in the vestibule they will have the permit application. So if you don't want to do it online, you can pick up the permits and pick up the permit application and mail it in. Okay, again, the four-wheel drive permit is $80. The sport fishing permit is $35. Tim, back to you.
Keeping in the surf theme, we have our first installment of This Is My Beach Rig. Many of you who fish the beach and access to surf or shore with a four-wheel drive vehicle have modified their trucks specifically for fishing. Let's take a look at longtime surf fisherman and guide Mark Malinowski and how he customized his truck.
Basically, I've been starting surf fishing in the mid to and late 70s, so I've been on the beach surf fishing for a number of years. Over those years, I've always looked for ways to make my fishing more efficient, more productive, and easier. So when people want to do their surf fishing with a vehicle, you really need to put some thought into how you want to set it up and what best works for you. If you're running beaches, open beaches with a vehicle, what makes it really productive for you and easier is a rack up front to hold your rods, okay? So I have mine set up because I also fly fish saltwater. So I use rack-a-rod system. He has special fly rod holders that mount to his regular rod holders for the surf rods. Does a beautiful job. They're very durable. I've had a number of them on several vehicles, and he's done some improvement over the years, so I wanted to upgrade to a newer one. And this holds 4 regular surf rods, plus I have it set up for 2 fly rods. Now let's take a look at the rod rack on top. All right, let's take a look at the roof rack system I have. I have this one on the front. You might think that this is a little overkill, but this might be my freshwater setup, all right? Set up with fly rods or light spinning rods up there. I can even have room to put a pontoon boat, okay, if I need to. And then back here, when I do the surf, I just add my surf system. Basically, I started out building my own racks like everybody else and so forth, and then a lot more companies came in and started building good products. And about the last 5 years, I was thinking of upgrading my one. I decided to go with the rack-a-rod. I talked to Hal at several of the shows. I looked at his product, and I know the welds are superb. He's got really good designs. Everything's been updated the last few years, and it's a great product. So I have a 6-rod holder, okay? And also the nice part about it is he does custom work. So I could add fly rods to this as well. It'll hold my spinning rod, but I could put a fly rod in here. This tightens up, holds the reel in there, so I can carry the fly rods either up front on the beach, or when I'm moving from spot to spot on the road, I can also put it on the roof. Now let's go take a look at the back of my truck. Look at the back of the bed here. A lot of thought went into this too. I got tackle storage in here. I have storage for spare gear. You know, as being a guide, you have to have extra equipment sometimes for everybody. A lot of guys don't have it. In the front of the vehicle, in a compartment underneath there, I have my beach safety equipment. I have my jackboard, my tow strap, shovel, fire extinguisher, and in a little compartment on the front here, That's extra storage. I have to carry sometimes equipment for my charters. A lot of times they don't have their own gear, so I'll put it in there. I also could keep my sleeping gear in there, a sleeping bag and a pillow, and I'm ready to spend a few days at Montauk or somewhere else if I have to. Now, one little tip I want to give you, just to show you. You might have the same thing if you have a cap on your vehicle as well. Is I have a little bungee cord here that I put to the clamp on the cap. And what this allows me to do is on those rainy days when the fishing's really good, gives me a place to rig up or change lures or whatever, and I'm out of the rain. So gives me a little protection. I also like to carry some plastic bags, all right? If I find any litter, particularly braided line or mono on the beach, pick it up. Don't let the wildlife get entangled. So it's always a good idea to have some plastic bags so you can keep the beach cleaner than when you got there. I'm Mark Melinovsky, and this is how I rig my truck.
If you have a truck that is rigged for fishing and would like to show the world, drop me an email at libayrat@gmail.com. You may have heard that the final bass regs are in for New York. From the ocean and south of the George Washington Bridge, it's 1 fish per angler with a slot of 28 inches to 35 inches. Above the George Washington Bridge, the slot is 18 inches to 28 inches and also 1 fish per angler. This will give the breeding class of fish protection from being harvested so the stock can rebuild. Take advantage of this downtime and enjoy a private test ride on a Sea Pro powered by Suzuki. What better way to practice social distancing than being out on the water? Interest rates are low, so this is the right time to buy. Call Kale's Family Boating Center for a private test ride today. With our first freshwater report, we have Peter Tarnowski.
Thanks, Tim. With the weather getting nicer, I'm starting to see more and more anglers out there on the river. This past weekend on the Nissequag, I was joined in the morning with probably about a half a dozen other anglers. There were plenty of trout, healthy yellow perch there, and some bluegills as well. And out along the Carmen's River, I'm also hearing reports of still a lot of white perch over there, but even some schoolies thrown in the mix. So the action is definitely starting to pick up. And with the weather being nice, no excuse not to be out there. Thanks. Back to you, Tim.
From River Bay Outfitters, we have Paul McCain.
Hello, Tim. As probably many of you have heard by now, the Fly Fishing Expo of Long Island has been postponed due to the coronavirus. We were working on new dates. We haven't come up with anything yet. Hopefully we'll stay tuned. As far as it goes, the shop is still open at this time. And if you want to stop in and pick up some supplies, because the great outdoors is not closed. Get out. This is a good time to get out. Keep your distance. We're talking only 6 feet. And, get out there and fish. Turn this into a positive. Don't let this get you down too much. With that said, the fly fishing has been very good, especially at the Connect Quad. The Lorient Fly Riders again had their Monday out there, and they did incredibly well. Norman did very well. He actually caught some really nice fish right out of the pond. He didn't even put waders on, and he had a good time. There is a lot of fishing to be had. Stocking is being done now, so get out there while you can and enjoy this weather. And don't let this coronavirus get you down. We'll get through it. Stay healthy, everybody, and tight lines.
If you'd like to be part of our weekly video fishing forecasts, we're looking for social media savvy anglers for hyperlocal reporting from around the New York Metro and Long Island area. So if you're a captain, a tackle shop, or just an avid angler, contact me at libayrat@gmail.com. The Fisherman is now on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, and Android TV. So now you can watch this broadcast and our other video content on the big screen. Just search for the Fisherman TV on any of these devices, and it's all free. Remember, like our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and tap on the bell to be notified instantly when we post a new video on YouTube. And of course, be a subscriber to the Fisherman magazine to be part of the Dreamboat and kayak clash contest. Check out this video's description on YouTube for all the related links and more information. And please support our correspondents by visiting their websites and social media pages. Get outside and enjoy the weather. See you next week right here at thefisherman.com.